Good morning. Right, what a morning. I've had to come over from the house with an umbrella. It's absolutely pounding down. Okay, so just checking my screen. So today, you might have seen that I'm just going to introduce a little bit of the HIIT elements into the session. So keeping with some lower intensity options for the exercises, but this is going to help with fat burning as well as building muscle. So it becomes a really great all-round workout to do. But let's start off with not having my head chopped off. Just about to get everything in here. So rolling round with your arms. And what you want to think about now is to bring your shoulders down. Very common for us to have our shoulders up by our ears, but we're bringing our arms down and rolling into the back of the arms, back of the shoulders. And let's go the other way. And start to think about your shoulders being down and open, chest open, shoulders are back. And you're thinking now that you're pulling your stomach in lightly. Keep your upper torso nice and solid. And then we're going out to the side, pushing up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then down, roll through the shoulders. Hands into your temple, fingers into your temples. And you want to bring your elbows together and out as wide as you can. Just gradually, if it's a little bit hard for you to touch your elbows, just gradually as you warm up, just try and bring them in a little bit closer each time and really widen them as much as you can on the way back. And we'll do 2 more. And last one, and then relax. Okay, sit on the floor. And we're going to keep a nice gap between your feet so that you can drop your knees into the gap. And we're just rolling through side by side. Again, you're just moving, going as far as you can. You're just working to improve that over time. And that time doesn't mean today, just means just in the amount of time to do these workouts, you're going to sort of start to improve your mobility and the range of movement that you've got from your hips. So we'll do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to turn over onto our hands and knees. And we're going to do some lovely cat-cow stretches, just really stretching into the spine and just getting that, your back and your neck moving. Pushing down the crown of your head to the floor, really push up through your shoulder blades and then going the other way. Looking forwards, feeling the chest stretching open and going back the other way. So we'll do 2 more. And this is our last one. Pushing down and then going into a nice flat back position. And then you're going to bring one arm up to the ceiling. Again, you're just going as far as you can. And now we're flexing our spine from side to side, just doing rotation of the spine. So we're going to do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Hands on the floor. And then we're going to go out with one leg and then forward with the opposite arm. Okay? And you just try to imagine that you've got something on your back and you're trying to balance that. So keeping your torso as still as you can as you swap between your arms and legs on each opposite side. So let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So getting everything moving. So we're going to turn on our side, do a little bit of glute activation work. So we're going to start off with our clam shells. So your feet are pulled up, knees are bent, feet up level with your bum, so you're on a nice straight line. Stack your feet, and you're going to just bring up that knee, try and keep your hips facing forward. So we're going to do 12 on each side. So here's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And you're really starting to think about squeezing into the back of the glute now, the back of the hip. 7, 8, waking up all these different muscles in the back of your hip. 9, 10, 11, Keeping your hips forward, resist the temptation to go back, and 12. And then this leg comes out, toe down to the floor, pulled up towards you, keeping your tummy pulled in. Hand can go here for balance if you want, and we're going up as high as we can, and toe all the way down afterwards, squeezing here. So let's do 12 of these. Okay, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, squeezing here each time, 6, really think about where you're working, 7, that makes a really big difference, 8, 9, all the way down with your toe, 10, 11, last one, and 12, lovely, and then you're going to swap sides. Okay, so starting off with our clam shells, feet, knees bent, feet on level with your hips, feet stacked, and then we're opening up, keeping the hips facing forwards, okay? So let's go. So 1, 2, 3. We're just working to activate our glutes now. 5, get them working, wake them up, 6. Squeeze into the back, 7, and start trying to get that knee a little bit further back. That's it, 9, but keeping the hips forwards, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then stretching the leg out, keeping your tummy pulled in, hand in front for balance, toe turned down, leading up with the heel. Let's go, so 1, all the way down in between, squeezing here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, really squeeze, 7, 8, 9, don't forget to put that toe all the way down, 11, last one, and 12, lovely. Give it a rub if it's burning like mine is, and then we're going to lie on our backs, hands by the side, and we're going to kick our heels in, squeeze our glutes straight away, and squeezing up for 12. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Really squeeze each time, make it worth it. You've taken the time out to do it. So really make each one count, high as you can. 7, 8, trying to open out here as much as you can. 9, I think my counting's gone. 10, 11, last one, squeeze, and 12, lovely. And then we're going to lie on our side again, we'll stay on this side, and we'll go around that little sequence again. So bending your knees, stacking your feet, and we're opening wide, but keeping our hips forward. We're rotating the hip backwards to target the muscles at the back of the glutes, okay? So let's go, going 12 here. 1, really open as wide as you can. Feel the contraction as you open. 3, 2, 4, oh God, I can't. 4, 5, really squeeze. 6, 7, 8, you should start to feel them a little bit more this time. Really focus on where you're working. It's all around the back. 8, 9, a little pause at the top will help us really target that muscle. 11, last one, and 12, lovely. And then bringing this leg out, toe down to the floor, pulled up towards you, hand in front, and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Oh, had to really force that one up. Okay, swapping sides now. Starting off with our clam shells again. So your feet are stacked on top of each other, knees are bent, tummy, hips stretched, facing forwards and level, perpendicular to your mat. And let's go. You might notice one side's a little bit harder to open than the other. This feels a bit harder for me. And that's 3. Really think about this now. Open as much as you can. Keep your hips forwards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I'm to my voice there. 11 and 12, and then rest. And then you're going to stretch your foot out, turn that toe down, pull your toe up towards you, and then we're going up to the side, squeezing here. So let's go. 1, all the way up, all the way down, squeezing here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep digging in, 10, squeeze each time, 11, last one, and 12. Oh, give it a second, give it a rub. Okay, line your back, glute bridges, digging those heels in, getting ready to squeeze your glutes as soon as you go up, and then let's do 12 of these, and then we're going to stand up. All right, let's go. 1, really squeeze each time, you're going as high as you can, trying to open up here. 2, 3, 4, dig in, 5, dig your heels in, squeeze in here, 6, high as you can, 7, check both sides are doing the same, 8, 9, high as you can, 10, 2 more, make them count, 11, last one, and 12. Well done. Okay, so we're going to start a little hit style section, okay, for the next one. So we're going to do some exercises combined with some jogging and star jumps. So I'm just going to set my timer. We'll get it ready. And we'll be timing for 30 seconds, okay? So you can do a high intensity or a low intensity. I'm just going to tell you what we're doing. We're going to be just doing jogging and star jumps. So for jogging, low intensity or no impact is just pumping your arms as quick as you can, or you can walk on the spot, march as fast as you want, or you can go into a full jog. So that's going to be the jogging, so you pick which level is right for you. Star jumps, low intensity is going to be this, where you just step into the side. Obviously you can speed it up, and then for a full intensity, you're doing a little jump. Don't fall onto your weights either. Important, keep them out of your way. Right then, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some strength exercises in between each one. So we're going to start, first of all, with 30 seconds of jogging. So pick your own level of intensity each time. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. So let's jog. Check where my weights are this time. So again, find your level. And the reason we're doing this is adding a little bit of higher intensity work into a strength session can help to increase your heart rate. When you go into higher heart rate zones, you do more fat burning. So good combination. So we're nearly there. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then stop. Okay. So I'll just get ready to get ready for the next one. So now we're doing this deep squat. So you're touching the floor, sticking your bum right out, and standing up. So a nice wide stance, and to stand up like that, okay? So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, you're really sticking your bum out here, push down into the floor with the heels to stand up. So you want to more feel like you're pushing the ground away rather than standing up. Really stick your bum out, really sit into your hips. Push. Squeezing your bum to stand up. Keep going. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And 1. Okay, lovely. And then we're going to do star jumps. So when you're ready, give yourself a little bit of a breather. With this one, if it's new to you, just take as much time as you want just to rest in between just take it at your own pace. So when we're ready, we're going to do 30 seconds of star jumps. When you're ready, let's go. Check the floor. So these can feel a little bit tougher than the jogging sometimes, but if you need just to take it down a little, when you get tired, you just go onto the easier option, and that's how you just gradually build up over time. So we're nearly done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And ring. Too keen to stop. All right then. So we're going to do our reverse lunges. We're going to do alternate legs here. So you're stepping back. You can hold on to something here, and then you're stepping back with the opposite leg. Okay? Just go back as far as you can. Go down as far as you can. But you want to take a good step backwards so that your knee at the front stays behind your toe. You don't want to be doing this. It's going to put too much pressure on your knee. You need to be really back, behind your knee. Your body weight is behind your knee. Then you're going to bend this back leg so that you go more down, dropping down vertically rather than shifting forwards, okay? So you're coming down, and then to stand up, you're really pushing that floor away with that foot to stand up, okay? So really important. If you're not sure about this and you're not comfortable with it, just do the squats again, okay? So we're going to do 30 seconds of alternate legs. So 1, 3, 2, 1, and go. So back and down, hold on to something by all means, push the ground away to stand up, and alternate legs. So we're just doing 30 seconds. So push the ground away to stand up, go backwards when you step, keeping the weight behind your knee. We're not too far off, this goes quite quickly, this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and stop. Lovely. Okay, and then we're going to go into jogging again. So give yourself a second just to get your breath back. And then after our jogging, we're going to do some bicep curl and press. So get your dumbbells ready. Okay, so let's do 30 seconds of jogging. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. So just picking the right option for you. Just do as much as you can. All that counts here is getting your heart rate higher. So if getting your heart rate higher comes from marching, that's it, that's all you need to do. So relative to your fitness level at the moment. Okay, nearly done. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and go. Lovely. Right, grab our dumbbells, and you can just have a breather while I demonstrate. So shoulders back, chest open, tighten your core, and you're bringing them up to your shoulders and pressing overhead, and then back down. Okay, so we're going to do 12 of these now, so we won't have the timer on for them. So shoulders back, chest lifted, but keeping that core tight as you go overhead. You're not flaring your ribs and arching your back, you're keeping that core nice and tight. So when we're ready, let's go for 12. So come in, press, shoulders, and down. So that's 1. Curl, press, shoulders, and down for 2. Keep that core nice and tight. Arms in to your side. And that's 4. And 5. And 6. Do that on my arms now. 7. Keep those elbows in. And 8. I'll never get the count in. 9. Shoulders down. Try not to swing. She says, that's I think I'm swinging. 10. Nice smooth movement though. 11. Last one. And 12. And then down. And then we'll do our star jumps. And we will go on to the timer and we'll have 30 seconds here. Okay, so when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, just finding your right level, as long as you can. Let's go those. Still cold in this little office. You're going halfway. That gets your heart up nice and into the fat burning zone, which is what we want. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And ring. And done. Okay. And have a breather while I show you the next one. So we're going to be picking up our weights again. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Again, engage that core, and we're going for these. So it's front, front, and sides. So we're going to be doing 12 of those in total. Oh, couple of deep breaths. Okay, let's go. So front, we're going to do 12. I said that, didn't I? So no time for this. 1. But let's try and keep the pace nice. 2. And you're trying to keep your torso still. So it's just your arms moving as much as you can. 4, nice and smooth. And 5. And 6. Just up to horizontal with the weights. As high as you can, especially the sides can get heavy on this one. 8, so 4 more. 9, 10, breathing, digging in for the last couple that hard. 11, 1, 2, and 12, and then weights down. And then we're going to go round that little sequence again. I'm just checking the time, and I think we've got enough time. So we're going to do jogging on the spot for 30 seconds. Okay, so let me get my timer up. We won't have to explain as much this time. If this feels enough for you for the first one, if it's a bit full on, you could stop here, or you could just do the weights or the strength exercises and use the time where we're jogging and doing star jumps as recovery time. So just, you know what you're capable of. So just make these workouts work for you and adapt them as you need to. So when we're ready, let's go. Jogging on the spot. Keeping core tight. You think about your shoulders being down as well. Keep those arms in, and you can pumping your arms is going to help move and get your blood flow. Get your heart rate going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and ring. Lovely. Okay. And then we're going to go into these, our deep squats. So remember, you're sitting right back into your hips. Feel like your bum's touching the wall behind you. So let's go. Let's get ready for 30 seconds of that. 3, 2, 1, and go. So touching the ground if you can. Squeeze. And you're pushing the floor away. That's really important. Feel like your feet are really pressing hard into the floor to straighten your legs. That's where the movement is originating from. Feel a big stretch in your glutes as you bend down, and then feel them contract as you stand up. It's all about the glutes here. Pushing the floor away. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and stop. Lovely. Okay. I'm going to have a quick drink before my voice gives up, and then we're going to do star jumps. Okay, so get ready for 30 seconds of this. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, think about that core nice and tight, your shoulders are down, chest is lifted. Just 30 seconds. Keep it nice and light on your feet as much as you can. Halfway. A bit more. If you're struggling a bit, take it down. Have a break. Or just do the low intensity one. But 3, 2, 1, and stop. Lovely. Okay, so We've got our reverse lunges again now. Straighten my mat. So for these, remember, hold on to something by all means. Really important at the beginning to get that technique right. Big step back, get your weight behind your knee, bend down nice and straight, pushing up through the heel, stand up and bringing your leg forwards. All right, 30 seconds of those. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're going to do alternate legs. So hold on to something to keep your balance. Better to do that while you just learn the exercise and learn to take a big enough step back and keep the weight going through your heel. It's going to be better on your knees. So we're nearly there. Quick one, this one. Quick 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then stop. Lovely. Okay, so what's next on my list? We just need sergeants. So go back to our little jogging. Then we'll have our dumbbells ready for our arms. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. So nice and control and tight through your core, shoulders down, keep your arms in, and you can pump those arms. That's really going to help. Just add to the movement and add to the work going through the heart and the breathing. So keep going, not too far now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and stop. Lovely. Okay. Just give yourself a sec. And then for our dumbbells, shoulders back, chest lifted, and we're bringing the dumbbells up to your shoulders, keeping the core nice and tight as we push them overhead to work our shoulders back down to the shoulders and then down to the sides, okay? And you want to try and keep your shoulders relaxed. Even when you're pressing up, you shouldn't be hunching up. That's a different muscle. So keep your shoulders down, your neck relaxed, and just press up without hunching your shoulders. See if you can pay attention to that and make sure that that one stays nice and relaxed. Okay, hopefully you've got your breath back. So let's go for 12 of these. All right, shoulders, press down, keep your elbows in nice and tight. That's 2. Find a nice breathing rhythm, and 3. And 4. Nice and smooth with the moving as much as you can. And 5. Keep that core nice and tight. 6. Halfway. 7. And 8. Push. 9. Squeezing up. Digging in for the last 2. This is 11. And this one is 12. All the way in and down, and then you can put your dumbbells down in front of you, and we'll do our sergeants. Okay, so at the time we're ready. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, so shoulders down again, chest lifted, blowing my nose again. This one's always making it. It's so cold in here, even though I'm warmed up. Halfway. Find your breathing. Keep going. 10 seconds left. Oh, my legs are aching now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ring, please. Yes. Okay. All right then. So, arms. Get your dumbbell. And while I'm have a breather while I show you. So we were doing front, and sides. Okay, again, your shoulders are back, keep them down. There's different muscles in your shoulders. The ones between your shoulder and your neck are the ones we're working. So we want to keep those out of the way, out of the action. All right, so shoulders down. Oh, when you're ready, let's go. So front, sides, just up to shoulder height, that's 1. We're doing 12. and 2, front, front, and 3. Keep going. 4. It's nice to switch things up a bit, isn't it? It makes the time go a bit quicker. 5 and 6 and 7. Keep your torso still. You're trying to just move your arms. 8, 9. Dig in as you get tired. 10. Keep going. And 11. Keep going. Keep going. And 12. Ah, well done. And then we're going to sit on the floor for arm and abs. But we're going to do some press ups first, which I always think count as abs as well. So on all fours. Now spread your fingers out nice and wide. Remember, we're not having our back sinking down here. We're pulling up, keeping this pulled up nice and tight, and then we're going to just come down as far as we can. Don't let your neck stick out. Don't rock between your legs. Just bring in your head up so that your neck's on level with your back, okay? So let's go for 12 of these. So 1. Keep your stomach nice and tight. Just go as far as you can. 3. Really push on the floor with all 3 fingers as you come up. 6. Push the floor away. 7. 8. Keep that core nice and tight. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. Okay, then on the back. And then we're going to just pick up the tempo a little bit for our core. And we're going to do ab bikes, but we're going to do them a bit quicker today. So we're more going to this type of tempo. If that's still too much for you, just do this version for the same amount of time. Okay, but for those of you who want to do the faster ones, because we're just trying to keep our heart rate up, we're going to do 20. Okay, so head supported by your hands, and when you're ready, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going, 9, 10, 11, 12, keep that back on the floor, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and down. Then we're going to turn over. For mountain climbers, and I'm apologising already. If you hate them and you can't do them, don't do them. Just do a kneeling plank, okay, where you're lifting up your knees just off the floor. All right, for those of you who want to try them, we're going to do a high plank here, so your bum's sticking up, and we're just stepping in nice and slowly for 12, okay? So when you're ready, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and down. Lovely. Then we're going to need to press ups. I'm just repeating that again, those 3 exercises, and then we'll do some stretching so we're done. All right then. So fingers spread nice and wide. Your hands can be a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Pulling that stomach so your back's not sinking. Make sure your head's level, and then let's go for 12. So 1. Really feel like you're pushing the floor away as you come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice arm crack. 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. And then we're going to lie on our backs, and we're going to go for our faster ab bikes. If you don't want to do them, feel like you're not ready for them yet, then that's fine. You can just do the slow ones for the same amount of time. But for those of you who are doing it, we're going to do 20, okay? So when you're ready, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back in the floor. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then down. And then we're going to turn over. You can either do a kneeling plank, or we can do and just go up and down for a few seconds as long as you can hold it. Or we're going to do 12 nice slow mountain climbers. So high plank, bottom sticking up, and we're stepping in for 12. So 1, 2, 3, pull that stomach up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12, and then down, and then we're done. You can sit back on your heels if you can, and just put your arms out in the child's pose, and just stretch out. And take a couple of breaths. And then we're going to just lie on our backs, put your hands over your head, and just stretch out. Pushing your heels away, reaching up away from yourself, and thinking about pulling your stomach a long ways rather than arching up your chest to the ceiling. And then we're going to take one leg up, just put your hand behind your thigh, pull your toes a little bit towards you, just to make sure you can feel a gentle stretch in the back of your thighs, in your hamstrings. And we're going to just try and relax our back into the floor. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your jaw. And just start to bring your breathing back down a little bit more. Okay, and then we're going to swap legs. Again, just pull your toe towards you slightly, just feel that stretch in the back of your leg, and maybe even a little bit in the back of your calf. And then just check your back is all nice and level into the floor, and that you're relaxing through your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, even your eyes. Let your shoulders sink back into the mat. And then we're going to put one foot over your knee, and you're lifting up to stretch the glutes. If you can't get that far, just put your foot down and just press that knee away. And you should still feel a nice stretch into the back of that hip and the leg that you're stretching. And again, just settle into the mat, try and release the tension from your body, and just enjoy the feeling of the stretch. And then relax. Swapping sides. So again, picking up if you can. If you can't, you just push your knee away. And relaxing, taking a nice couple of deep breaths. And then we're going to turn over. You're going to lie face down onto the mat. Put your head under your arm under your head. You're going to grab your foot and just try and pull your foot back so that your heel comes as close as you can to your glute. Don't worry if you can't quite manage to hit there, but we're just stretching into the front of your thigh. And just relax. And then swap arms, so the other hand comes under your head. I'm going to stay the same, just so I'm not talking to the wall, because I can't reach. And grab your foot with the opposite hand, and again, just stretch your thigh. So it might feel a bit easier on your knees, this one. And you try and pull it in towards your bottom. But don't worry if you can't get that far. And then you can either stand up, sit on a chair, or kneel down. I'm going to stay kneeling because just it's easier to see on the camera. And then we're going to put our hand out to one side, pushing away from our body and just stretching our neck away in the opposite direction to feel stretched into the top of your shoulder. And you should feel it going down through your arm as well. And then we'll swap sides. Just be very gentle on your head. Just stretching it enough to sort of feel that pull into this top part of your arm and your shoulder. And then keeping the shoulders down and away from your neck, we're going to bring one arm in front of us and just stretch into the back of the shoulder. And take a couple of deep breaths, just really start to calm your breathing down. We're nearly done. And hold it for a few more seconds. And then we're going to swap sides. I was decorating yesterday and I just get really, really allergic to dust whenever I do anything. So I had to take all the wardrobes out, take all the clothes out. So I just spent the day sneezing even though I had a period and I'm still struggling today. So that's why my nose is running and my nose is itchy. It takes a day for me to settle down again. And then I'm going to bring your arms out to the sides and back. So you're opening the chest up now and pushing back. And you should keep your shoulders down. Just really reach out behind you. And then we can shake your arms. And then we're done. So thank you very much for that. I hope you enjoyed that little workout. If that's not too much for you and you feel like you're not quite ready for those yet, then just stick to the other ones and or just leave out the bits that you don't feel comfortable with just now and just try and do a little bit more each time. All right, have a great day. I'll see you all very soon. Bye now.